Hello, everyone, and good morning or good night, I guess, depending on where you are. Um, Lovely to see the GM Army here today. All right, so we're going to kick off ZK Hack 4. This is our fourth time running this online event. I'm so excited to be here with all of you. We're just kicking off now. So this is the first session that we're actually running 4 weeks from January 16th to February 6th. And yeah, to kick this off, I'm going to share a little bit about the ZK Hack project so you can get to know the sort of general project. And then we're going to dive into the event that you're here for today. Oh yeah, if you don't know me, I'm Anna. I'm the host of the Zero Knowledge podcast, and I'm one of the co-founders of the Zero Knowledge Validator, and I'm one of the co-creators of ZK Hack. So I want to share a little bit about what ZK Hack is. There's really kind of two places you need to check out if you want to learn about ZK Hack. One is the website, zkhack.dev. There you can find previous events, content. You can sign up for the ZK Mesh newsletter. You can see previous ZK Hack puzzles. There's a lot going on there. And you can also from there reach our Discord, which I would say is the other hub of ZK Hack. I'm really happy Gaylord, one of the team members of ZK Hack, recently put together this map showing all of the things that we do. Before this, it was really hard to explain what exactly ZK Hack was. But just to point out, kind of at the center, there's the website and the Discord. And if you're not already in the Discord, please do join it. We're going to add links in the chat that you can follow. You can also always find links to the Discord on the website. Yeah, and I just want to highlight like a few things that we do over there. So besides running events like this, we also host study clubs. And we've done two cohorts of the ZK Whiteboard study group. We've done the Thaler Book Club 3 times. So Justin Thaler wrote a book, and then he went through kind of chapter by chapter with a small group of learners in the ZK Hack Discord. And with that, he even like improved the book each time he did it. Back in June, we kicked off the Moon Math Manual study group, and I think they're just coming to a close now. I don't know if anyone here is from that group, but that was an amazing session. Like, you know, every week people getting together to meet to read and discuss one chapter in that book. And more recently, we did the succinct proof in linear algebra, which was like a mini study group. So if you want to just sort of like test out what these study groups are like, check that one out. We actually have a website with all of the video content, and there's a chat on the ZK Hack Discord. Yeah, and I just want to point out, like in this session, we're going to be doing the ZK jargon decoder after this intro. But if you're looking for other kind of like first content just to get started in ZK, be sure to check out the ZK Whiteboard sessions. This was something we co-produced with the Polygon team. It aired, I think, a little over like a year ago. And the first 3 sessions were actually done by Dan Bonnet from Stanford. And our first video, last I checked, had like 23,000 views, which for ZK is a lot. So definitely people are using this to onboard themselves into the topic. So do check it out. All right, I want to talk about this event, ZK Hack 4. When we announced this event, people were very confused because they thought of ZK Hack as a hackathon project. Like in the last year, we did 2 hackathons. We did the ZK Hack Lisbon and ZK Hack Istanbul. And ZK Hack 4 comes out, and some of the people who are newer to the project were confused. Gaylord was kind enough to make a really good meme about this. So like, wait, ZK Hack 4 is not a hackathon, but like a virtual hacker house plus CTF like puzzle competition plus online job fair? And the answer is always has been. The reason we say this is that ZK Hack was originally co-created by the ZK podcast and the ZKValidator as an online event series with puzzle hacking in the middle. The first time we ever did anything called ZK Hack, that's what it was. So the event we're at now, this online event, this is kind of the origin of the project. The reason we did that, by the way, it was 2021. The tooling around ZK really wasn't ready for a hackathon, but we knew that there were people who wanted to get their hands dirty and actually build stuff or do something. And so Kobe, the other co-creator of ZK Hack, came up with that idea of doing puzzles. And then we created this like multi-week event where we do puzzles and workshops. And then we added a job fair. The website for this particular event and where you can find all the info about schedule and Also solutions. Once we release a puzzle and then finish the puzzle, we're going to be publishing the solution pages here on the ZK 4 website. You can, you'll also soon see a leaderboard once we have some winners. So this is a really good site to maybe bookmark for this period of time. Keep checking it out. So what can you do at ZK 4? What is it? So every Tuesday, we're going to be getting together to do a workshop. We're going to be looking at ZK terms, tools, kind of the latest in what you can do as a builder in the ZK space. In between each of those workshops, so like the week between them, we're going to be running a puzzle hacking competition. The puzzles are broken cryptographic systems, ZK systems, and your goal is to find the bug, hack it, and submit a solution on our solutions page as quickly as you can. So yeah, the faster you do it, the higher you rank on the leaderboard. And what do you get? Potentially are prizes and glory. There's also, at the end of the 4 weeks, a ZK Jobs Fair. And I'm going to share a little bit more about what that looks like, but it's basically a way for you to get to know potential employers in a more informal setting. Like instead of doing an interview, you could actually just meet them for a quick chat and see if that's something you might want to do. I want to say a big thank you to the partners for this edition, Geometry Research. And we're going to hear a little bit more about that later when Nico joins the stage. But Geometry Research built the puzzles for this edition of ZK Hack. And we're going to hear about the first puzzle at the end of this first session at 7 p.m. UTC. So the end, whatever the end of this event is for you, that's when we're releasing the first puzzle into the wild. And Geometry Research built those puzzles. So thank you, Geometry. I want to say a big thank you to the workshop partners, RISC and Polygon Labs. We're going to be hearing from them in the coming weeks. I'm actually going to share a little bit about the schedule coming up, and we're going to hear about them. We're going to hear from them today as well. Big thank you to the community sponsors, Lambda Class, Aztec, Trapdoor Tech, Nil Foundation, Puzzle.online, Aptos, and Starkware. Thank you for joining us. These community sponsors are going to be in and around the event, potentially over at the job fair. So yeah, thanks again for supporting us. The prize partner for this edition is ZKValidator, who was kind of one of the origin creator projects for ZK Hack. They're going to be doing the cash prizes for this event. And the media partner is the ZK podcast. So ZK Hack, ZK Podcast, ZK Validator, I'm involved in all of them, but I do want to make it just they're all different companies, but the ZK Podcast is the media partner. The reason we say that is that everyone's going to ask, where are the videos? The videos will be on the Zero Knowledge YouTube channel. We have a playlist called ZK Hack. It has, 69 videos. And if you want to see previous workshops or even the workshops that we hosted at the hackathons, they're all on that playlist. So check those out in the meantime, but all new videos are going to be there as well. Yeah, ZK everything. Good point. All right. A little bit about the schedule. Today we're in the kickoff session. I'm just kind of giving you a lay of the land. After this, Nico's going to be joining the stage and we're going to be doing a live jargon decoder. I hope you'll stick around for this. And actually, I hope you'll get your questions ready. Our goal here is to kind of define and compare or basically clarify a lot of these terms that you hear about when you first join ZK. So yeah, stay tuned for that. And then at the end of the session, as I mentioned, puzzle F1 starts. Next week on January 23rd, we're going to be hearing from, we're going to start the session by announcing the winners of the first puzzle. So yeah, that's when you get to find out who came in first, who submitted first. RISC will then be joining us on the stage to present Get Rusty with RISC workshop. And we're finishing the day by announcing puzzle 2. And that's when puzzle 2 starts. 1 week later, January 30th, we have the results of the puzzle 2 competition. Polygon Labs will be joining us on the stage for their workshop, Provable State Changes. And then we're going to be releasing puzzle F3. Finally, February 6th, we have the final kind of quick intro. Then we're going to be doing a panel. The reason this is vague is we haven't confirmed it yet, but I still have a few weeks to do it. So I'm sure it's going to be amazing. Super interesting ZK panel. I think somebody else put that in. But at the end of February 6th, at the end of the day, we're going to be doing our sort of finale prize announcement where we're sharing like who came in overall. We're going to be doing the prize distribution at that point. And then at the end of that, we have a job fair. And the job fair, here's a little sneak peek into what it looks like. Yeah, so we always do this on gather.town, just to give you a hint of what it's like. If you haven't been yet, you have an avatar and you can kind of walk up to other people, like other avatars in the space, little characters. And when you walk up to someone, both of your videos pop up. And so it's a really cool way to kind of like casually meet people. And then all of the sponsors will have booths where you can actually meet with them, talk about their jobs, or like what it would be like working with them. So be sure to check it out. And in the meantime, go over to the job board. So that's where a lot of these teams, I don't think everyone has posted yet, but that's where they're going to be posting their jobs. And so they're looking to hire. If you're looking for your next opportunity, be sure to check it out. The job board, just so you know, kind of ebbs and flows in terms of the numbers. So sometimes we have lower numbers there, and then sometimes we have a lot. We're doing ZK Hack right now, and then we're following that with a ZK, or I'm following that with a ZK Summit, which will also be having a lot of job postings. So I think over the next few months, this is a really good place to check out if you're looking for a ZK job. So now I want to talk about the workshops, and I want to invite to the stage the hosts of those workshops who can share a little bit with us about, what to expect. So the first group I want to bring to the stage is Rina from RISC. Hey.
Hello, everyone.
Hey.
Hi, Anna.
Welcome to the stage.
Hi.
Yeah, share with us a little bit about what RISC has planned and yourself.
So we'll be presenting a workshop on 23rd of January in a week time, and we will talk a bit more about our new progress that we already done, and about our main products, which is ZKVM. And so in RISC we developed ZKVM, which implements RISC-V instruction set. And so we made the circuit that usually developers construct an actual VM, and this lets developers to write ZK programs in Rust and other mature languages that's been around for decades. And currently RISC focuses on Rust, and this workshop also will be around Rust as well. And we also will be focusing on Bonsai, which is our proving system that based on proving service that's based on ZKVM. And we'll have quite interesting demos and examples to walk through. And so we will talk a lot about things that you can do with ZKVM and Bonsai as well. Yeah, thanks. So the most critical thing is that you can generate a ZK proof of anything that already done you do in Rust code. And for example, you can do a short proof of PNG file of its size. You can also play with some of the chains that have their main logic in Rust. We also have example of reasoning about ML trees or in NIA protocol. Also, there is example of proving the output of any general purpose libraries. So, for example, you can prove that JSON file contains certain data in particular field. You can use ZKVM to build a complicated logic in Rust and then run it off chain and then easily and cheaply verify it or on chain. So we call it a coprocessor or off-chain compute. We will discuss a lot about it in our workshop. We have really fun Bonsai Pay demo. Bonsai Pay is a demo of a service that allows users to send and withdraw ETH on Ethereum using the existing Google accounts. And this is done as an example of using Bonsai, and is currently deployed in Sefolia. So we'll walk through the open source code, and you can play with it as well. So you can go through some of our docs, there is a QR code. So QR codes are not showing. So yeah, there are QR codes.
You don't see them? I see the QR codes.
Yeah, no, they're
Yeah.
here.
Okay, you do see them.
Yeah,
Okay, good.
so thanks. So there is QR codes for ZKVM documentation, Bonsai documentation, and Bonsai API keys. And so please go and check them out. Also, I just shared on the comments link a quick start guide or to start with ZKVM. A very easy, very fast, very smooth experience, and our GitHub link with some of the templates. And please, so the workshop is happening on the 23rd of January, and there will be also our CEO who will be also in this workshop. So please come and ask some questions to him. So he will be there. And we're really happy that he's joining us. So there is a great opportunity to also talk to him and ask questions. And also there will be me. Thank you very much. Looking forward to see you guys in a week.
Thank you. So yeah, I think we added the link in the chat. If you already want to sign up to this event, it's this events.ringcentral.com/2. You can also find the link directly from the website, zkhack.dev/zkhack4. If you scroll down to the schedule, you can see a link to sign up already. And we recommend you do, because then you'll be reminded, you'll kind of be in the flow. Thanks so much, and see you next week. Cool. All right. Next up, we're going to bring up Tony from Polygon Labs. Hey, Tony.
Hey, everyone. Thanks, Anna.
Hey.
Yeah, maybe we could get started with the slide. So I'm really happy to be here, folks, and to be supporting ZK Hack. Polygon has been a long-standing supporter of everything that Anna's been doing and what the community has been building for some time now. And so really stoked to be engaged again in the brand new year with everybody else. So as you know, Polygon is all about building blockchains for mass adoption, and we have a very strong open source ethos, and we are keen to have everybody contribute. And like that really is the philosophy of what we'd like to be able to continue to build. I'm going to start just with a brief look back of where we've come from. Next slide. Okay, yeah, it takes a bit of time. But yeah, so this is just a brief of where Polygon came from. I'm just going to call to attention the fact that we launched the Polygon ZKVM in 2023 in March. And then from there, because we had a public protocol that was functioning and was ZK powered, the question was, okay, so what else can we do to use ZK? And which is when we launched the Polygon 2.0 roadmap, which in a nutshell is just a series of upgrades that are designed to to actually unify all of the Polygon protocols using ZK. And so for 2024 and beyond, we want to see how we could use ZK proofs to keep powering the Polygon ecosystem. And yeah, how that works is that we have a bold vision inside of Polygon 2.0, which is just building a network of ZK powered L2 chains. And the idea is just to unify block space and to unify liquidity and to build unlimited scalability. Sorry, that's my daughter. She loves everything about ZK, and so she just wants to contribute as well. And yeah, so when you have an ecosystem of different chains running and then we have the CDK offering, the greatest security that we found are actually ZK proofs, and that's what we're actually building all of our tech around. And so next slide, we're going to take some time. Yeah, but essentially what the future that we actually envision is that you'll have a lot of ZK, a lot of CDK layer twos. And for those who don't know about CDKs, this is essentially comparable to the OP stack and different app chains that will be deployed using the Polygon CDK stack. We have Polygon Maiden and ZKVM. And essentially, everything is going to be communicating through a interoperable layer that is going to be producing proofs to secure the entire network. And so we're going all in on a ZK proof future. And we believe that it actually offers the greatest levels of guarantee compared to like fraud proofs or most other systems out there. And so we want you to actually get involved. Later on, by the time Dominic is going to be speaking, we'll have a clearer structure for you to get involved through like open source contributions, through our Polygon developer Discord. So all of our product conversations, even around Miden, so the engineering team is actually speaking in public inside of our developer Discord. And we also have like a Polygon jobs board where you could actually check out some open roles. Yeah, and we have a talk that is going to be coming up, and essentially that talk is about provable state changes. Dominic Schmidt from the Polygon Miden team will be speaking about how they've been able to actually build out the Miden proof generations, and essentially how the Miden transaction kernel is actually going to work. And so he'll be delving into that a bit more deeper. And like for us, like we're just looking at the complexity that it actually takes to build that. And so it'll be a really interesting talk in terms of talking about delving into like how the client-side proof generation happens and how those state changes are actually being distributed across that whole network. So yeah, that's it. Thank you very much.
Thanks so much, Tony, for sharing with us that kind of presentation of what Polygon's vision is. And as we have hopefully posted or will be posting soon, the Polygon Labs workshop will be happening on January 30th. And that's in 2 Tuesdays. You can again find that off the website, but I think we're going to post it shortly. And you should sign up already, again, so that you have you're kind of in the flow. Thanks, Tony.
Thanks.
Cool. All right. Just again, join the Discord, follow us on X, Twitter. I can't change. I'm still calling it Twitter. But yeah, I'm so excited to have you all here with us. And oh yeah, wait, I want to say a big thank you to the team. Damn, the ZK Hack team. So this event could not happen without the ZK Hack team. Kobe, Agni, Hector, Rachel, and Gaylord, myself, we put together this event. A lot of folks here have done other events with us or previous ZK Hacks. So it's really good that we got a chance to come together. I did hear that Agni just lost power and Gaylord is now backstage, which I'm glad someone's managing the ship. So this is great. Funny thing about online events, we're all in different places. So yeah, anything can happen. Cool. All right. So I think that wraps up our intro a little bit late, but we are now going to move on to the ZK Hack, the ZK Jargon Decoder. So yeah, see you in a second.